Hey, what's up guys? Bajiri here. Wanted to share with you my first leg day after catching a bit of a cold and then going to Disneyland. So it feels like it's been, like a week and a half since I last did legs, and that is not a good feeling. However, this workout went pretty well. I wasn't trying to hit any crazy weights or anything, just trying to shake the rust off, but all in all, it's pretty good. And I decided to start the workout over here on these kind of like weird little machines, but Jenny likes to do these, and I don't know, they're actually kind of cool. This leg machine, I didn't like it as much just because like the squeeze for your quads didn't really happen except for like right there, like right at the very barely end of the movement. So whatever, but sometimes it's good to mix it up, get a little bit of a different sort of, even if it's a similar motion, just doing it on a different machine might change it up a little bit, and that can make a difference. But I also was changing it up a little bit in the fact that I was doing some of these isolation exercises first in my workout. Normally, on my leg days, I will start off and just like hammer a bunch of sets of squats, or at least that's what I've done in the past. But in the past few leg days, what I've been doing is starting off with the isolation exercises. And I'm seeing if that feels valuable to me or not. I'm seeing if that's something that I like. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it or not, but another thing about leg day and my sort of current training and dieting setup is that when I run in the morning, leg days are pretty tough. I don't have a whole lot of strength left over just from all that running. So what I think I'm going to do, and what I've been doing for the past few days just because, is I'm probably going to, at least on leg day, probably hit the gym first instead of running in the morning and then going to the gym in the evenings, which is what I was doing before. I'm probably going to make sure I hit leg day before I run, if I run it all that day. I guess my current training setup right now is, at least since I've gotten back from Disneyland, I haven't been running in the morning yet, but I have been doing, 30 to 40 minutes of cardio at the gym. I'll do some, 15 to 20 minutes to warm up and 15 minutes to cool down, something like that. And I really don't mind doing cardio. Cardio, I was a runner for a long time. That was my thing in high school and college. So cardio doesn't really bother me, and I actually really enjoy it. And even the next time I do my bulk, I probably will have some sort of cardio go into that. And I know that's not gonna like just, help me put on massive amounts of muscle just doing cardio, because you are gonna be burning calories doing that. But it makes me a happier and a healthier person. And I wouldn't really mind making my next bulk a leaner bulk, because that's going to be something that I do for a long period of time. After this diet, I think I am going to put in a nice quality lean bulk for, maybe even like a full year. We'll see how it goes, but I did want to diet down a little bit just to see how it's going. I didn't want to, be nice and lean for the summer, going to the beach, going to BlizzCon, want to look good. But the main thing is I do always like to see some sort of progress, and I always want to be moving in some sort of direction. So if I want to be moving in the direction of gaining mass, then I definitely want to bulk, and during the dieting phases, I definitely want to be in the direction of losing body fat. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Just trim down my body fat, see if I can get myself in good shape to have cardio be more of what I do, even if that does mean getting a little bit leaner overall, even if that means having a little bit less muscle mass. But really, I don't think I've lost much muscle mass. Not being able to train legs for, about 2 weeks kind of made me sad. I always feel like my legs have gotten smaller instantly from 2 weeks of not training, but I don't think that's really how it goes, because it's all good. Another thing that I've been thinking about, something that Jenny has mentioned to me before, is that Jenny likes to run as well, and she's sort of run the idea of, she's sort of run the idea of, like, doing, some fun races around town. You guys, I'm sure you guys have, like, local 5Ks, 10Ks and stuff. She sort of had that idea of maybe we should do stuff like that sometime, so I'd be cool with that. Honestly, I do still have, I have dreams about running still. I'll wake up, I'd be like, man, I really miss running. So that's one of the reasons I've been trying to get back into running a little bit more, is because it'll help me achieve my sort of body fat loss goals, but it's also just something I enjoy doing. And so that's one of the things that you guys have to consider when you're, figuring out how you want to train, how you want to diet, is like what your goals are. And for me, like, definitely bodybuilding is an aspect of what I like to do. I love the bodybuilding training style. I love to, have my diet, try to meet my needs, but also match my fitness goals. And part of the deal here is that if I do want to have running be part of my goal set, that's okay with me. You can have you can have multiple aspects to your fitness goals. You can say, well, you know, I want to build muscle and I want to have low body fat, but I also want to be able to, you know, run a pretty quick 5K. And that's all right. It's all up to you, and you can do what you want. And if that's something that I want to have factor into my fitness goals, then that's something I'm going to have to train for, have to diet for. And honestly, the only thing that running is really going to do for me, because I've never I've never just happened to lose like muscle mass from running. I was a big kid even when I was a runner. You know, I was about 185, big boy. But the only time I ever lost a lot of muscle mass while running was when I just hardly touched any weights and dieted really hard. But that was an intentional effort to do so. So I think if I want to even gain muscle mass, gain lean muscle mass while running, all that's going to be a matter of is making sure I can get enough food in to grow and to train the way I want to. And I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but eating a lot definitely isn't a problem for me. The more I can eat, the better, I guess. But when I do bulk next time, like I was saying, I think I probably will have running be part of that, just like I'm having running be part of my my dieting phase. And I know we haven't really been talking about my leg day very much, but you know, I've done lots of leg days in the past. This particular leg day, I started off with the isolation movements and then transitioned into some leg presses and some light squats. Just getting back into it a little bit. Haven't really been loading up too heavy on my leg days. I've been trying to get more focused on the stretch and the squeeze, and we're gonna see how that turns out. But part of the reason for that is I don't really want to like put a ton of pressure on my joints and everything while I'm sort of getting back used to running, because you know, like I said, running is a goal of mine now, and it's important to me, and I do want to be able to run. So I don't want to have my legs be all beat up from doing, you know, huge amounts of squats, huge weight on squats, and then running as well. But I will, I'm sure, find a way to balance those two things out and probably be able to squat heavy while running as well. Just probably have to change up the order of those two events. But right now my workout schedule is looking like I always want to try to get some exercise in the morning, whether it's getting out and doing, you know, some running, going for a walk with Jenny, or hitting the gym. So recently been just hitting the gym first. That's probably what I'm going to do today. Go do some back day today. Looking forward to that. And but all in all, guys, training is going pretty good for me. I'm feeling good. Definitely losing body fat, guys. I don't think I'm losing a ton of muscle, but yesterday at the gym, I weighed myself, and I was surprised. I was 204. So that is another, like, you know, I would say that's like another quality 2 to 4 pound loss from last time, like from 2 weeks ago. So maybe all that walking around in Disneyland did us some good. Plus, even though we were like out and about, you know, eating food I don't normally eat, I'm pretty sure I was below my normal amount of calories, just because, you know, restaurants don't serve as much food as I eat, I guess. But it's all good. So, you know, the weight's coming down. I can feel the body fat coming down. I can see the body fat coming off of my body. So it's all good, guys. One of the things that you have to figure out is, like, you're like, man, I look so small. At least I feel like I do, but I think that's just a matter of, you know, going to the gym without eating anything. You look kind of flat, but that's okay, because all these things, all the meal timings, all the training styles, it's all up to you. A lot of people ask me questions about that sort of thing, and honestly, guys, I'm sharing with you what I do, and you guys are more than welcome to try it out. And I encourage you to try out lots of different sort of training styles, lots of different diets along the way. I mean, stick to it long enough that you can see how it actually works and how it actually feels. But your fitness journey is a long-term thing, and I encourage you to look at it that way. And don't be afraid to try it. You know, if things sound interesting, things sound like something you want to try, go for it. See what happens. But for right now, I'm going to get ready to go to the gym, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace!